Hello, today we're going to look at distance sensors. This distance sensor looks a little weird. It kind of looks like little robot eyes, but really what it does is it sends out a sound wave and it receives it, and then it can tell how far away a certain object is. So in order to set this up, we're going to need two resistors. One that's 330 ohms, which is orange, orange, brown, and then one that's 470 ohms, which is yellow, violet, brown. So those are the two that we're going to need. And then we just need wires and our distance sensor. Now, our distance sensor, you can just plug it in like this. The only downside is when it's not on a computer and it's facing up and down, it covers a good chunk of the pins, so it's hard to access them. You could change this around. Sometimes you can turn it around, and then that would work. But it's not good in a video because then it covers up all of my spots. So feel free to plug it in if you want. Uh, you're welcome to do that. So start wiring, we're going to need our VCC. We're going to just connect that straight away to our VCC pin. Oh, and I should say there are four things that we need to worry about. Our VCC, our ground, our trigger, and our echo. And there's two things that we can just plug right in. One is our VCC, and the other is our trigger. Where's it here? I like to start out on pin 26. It's a nice pin over there. So I connect that, and so we're done with that part. Now we're going to start to use our resistors. So we're going to go from our echo and go anywhere on here. So our echo goes somewhere out there, and then we're going to connect our 330. I'll rotate that from that row to some other row. Doesn't matter which row. And then from there, we're going to go to some other pin. Let's do pin number 19. All right. So now we have that done. Now we need our ground pin, and our ground pin is here. Our ground is going to connect to um, this pin. But here, let's see how we can maneuver this. It's got to connect from here, and then this other side is going to connect to our ground pin. That can do it, hopefully. No, that's pulling the edge of the resistor. It doesn't like that. Let's put our edge of our resistor there, and then we can hook a wire from our ground pin to the edge of our resistor. And the other side hooks up with the other resistor, and then it goes back there. And then we're going to take this and go to a ground pin. Let's go to this ground pin right here. All right. Now this should be hooked up properly, I believe. Looks good to me. And now we just need to code it.